How's it going? GiddyUp Sports here. Today we'll be talking about our Autopickup tool. A lot of our members have been asking, how does it work? Why should I use it? Maybe the backstory of its creation. I've been playing fantasy sports for 7 years or so, and in a lot of those leagues, like the NHL, NBA, or NFL, there'll be players who wake up at 3 in the morning to pick up the next day's best players off waivers. So these players who pick up the best free agents for the next day's games have a better chance of scoring more points, and the more points that you score in a season allows you to win your leagues, obviously. So, bragging rights, money, etc. The process of building this tool has been extremely exciting. I've met a lot of people, learning a lot of new things, and probably the best feedback I've received from making this tool are for those who have families now, kids, relationships, etc., who still want to take fantasy sports seriously. Instead of waking up at 3 in the morning and sacrificing your sleep or sacrificing relationships, etc., now you can just use the auto pickup tool, make a selection, make a swap, and then, go about your day. You can make these swaps during game time, right? So you're watching the game, you notice maybe someone gets injured, or maybe someone's playing out of their minds, and you want that player, boom, go to the website, make the swap, and that's really it. No more waking up at crazy hours. And yeah, so let's get right into it. After you sign up or log into the website, you'll see the auto pickup tool in the navigation. Simply just click on that button. This will bring you to the auto pickup page. Now, once you're here, you'll have to authenticate with Yahoo. We'll be adding ESPN and Sleeper in the future. Once you log into Yahoo, copy this code, input that code in the input box, and then type the email that is associated with your Yahoo account. From there, you can select the sport that you want to make the swap in. We'll choose the NBA for testing purposes in the video. Click on submit. This will fetch your roster, your leagues, etc. Once you're here, you'll see this select drop-down menu and select the league that you want to make the swap within. I'll use the Yahoo head-to-head points league. As this happens, we'll fetch your roster and then fetch any players on waivers or free agents. Looks like this league, everyone's a free agent. Great, so this is my roster. You can see the name, player avatar, position type, and eligible positions. You can also see your bench players as well. If you want to search for a player, simply just type in their name. For example, let's look for Chet Holmgren. There you go, that's Chet. Same thing with free agents. You can type for, let's say, Kyle Lowry, or filter based on position. Great. So let's make a swap. Maybe we swap Walker Kessler. Here we'll show you the fantasy points and different statistics and metrics as the season starts. Basketball hasn't started yet. I think the NBA starts on October 22nd. Perfect. So Walker Kessler is now a swappable player. Let's look through the free agents that we might want to swap for. Okay, well, we have DeAndre Jordan. So for example, let's select him. Great. Now we have a player swap in motion here. So we have DeAndre Jordan for Walker Kessler. Once you're happy with the swap, simply just click on schedule swap. This will swap the two players, and then within the scheduled swaps component, you'll see the player that you want to add, the player that you want to drop, the sport that it's in, the status, which is pending, and the date of creation. If you want to filter through weeks, months, or year, you can do this. You can also filter through sports or status. Now, if you want to cancel the swap for, maybe Walker Kessler got injured or you have a change of thoughts, simply just click on cancel and we'll cancel your swap and it won't go through. Great. So that's perfect, and that's really all how it works. once you made your swap, you can log out of the website. Don't need your computer on. You can, watch the rest of the games, go have dinner, relax, whatever, and the next morning you'll have this player on your roster, which is amazing. Now the whole point of this too, you know, there's also the reasons of like not sacrificing your sleep, your health, whatever, but it's also not to waste waiver priority claims, which can come in handy during bye weeks if you're in the NFL or for maybe a big player on waivers. We don't use any waiver priority claims. This is all just simply adds and additions. So this really improves your competitiveness within leagues. You can save these waiver priority claims for a dark day. It's almost like a backup, which I think is amazing and keeps you really competitive. Okay, that's amazing. So I also want to talk about some future updates to this tool. The first one will be the multiple pickups. As of today, in this video, you're only allowed to make one swap per day, right? So if you want to make swaps in your other leagues, you can't right now just because, well, I'm a recent graduate and our servers can only handle so much. And if people are making 100 swaps per day for like all their different leagues, all their different sports, that can be pretty overwhelming for my servers. So a lot of it has been testing. A lot of it has been how much do I want to like put into this per month. But I think I'm at a state where I'm pretty comfortable with putting more money into it because people love it. It seems like a lot of people enjoy what this tool offers. So I think hopefully by next week or so, users can swap as many times as they want. So if they're in 5 NBA leagues, they can make one swap per league. So therefore they can have 5 swaps. They can if they're in 5 NHL leagues, the same thing, right? So now you can make 10 swaps, 5 for the NBA, 5 for the NHL, and then you can go to bed. So you're basically just kind of automating your fantasy life, improving your lifestyle, and improving your odds of winning leagues, which I think is really great. And the next huge update, which I think would be incredible for all fantasy users, is the ability to schedule swaps in advance, right? So this might be an addition that might come in the next month or so. But for example, let's say my hockey league, I'm only limited to 4 ads per week, right? So if I do 5 ads, I can't do that. Now, I think it'd be really great if we had a calendar functionality here where you can basically automate your whole entire week, right? So we'll show a calendar. Maybe on Monday, I want to swap this player for that player. Go to Tuesday, same thing. And then you have your whole week already completed. You can do this days in advance, months in advance. You can really automate your entire roster without using any waiver priority claims, which I think is pretty amazing, and would add a lot of like just life improvements to a lot of people. So that's the other big update that is coming towards the Autopickup feature. Now, in terms of FAAB leagues or FAB leagues or FOB leagues, however you want to say that, we're also adding that functionality as well. So a lot of players will input, $0 within their budget to pick up players within these leagues. That will be an addition we'll be adding as well. Some players or some users were also asking about IR spots. So if a player gets injured, obviously they're on the IR, injured reserve list, and you have an open spot. So we'll be fixing that as well to allow users to not just like pick up and drop a player, but just add a player without dropping someone if that happens. So we're looking into that. And finally, the last one is longer lasting authentication with Yahoo. Right now, every single time that you refresh the page, you have to re-authenticate with Yahoo, which is kind of annoying. So we're trying to figure out a way to have long-lasting authentication so you don't have to go through that process every single time, and we'll make the user experience a lot better. Okay, I think that's all the things I want to talk about. I've disclosed all the features currently within the tool, how it works, how to get there. And yeah, I'm pretty excited about this tool. It's come a long way. A lot of people love it. Of course, there'll be some hate with it. That's just the way it goes sometimes, but there's just been so much love for this tool. So I'll be constantly updating it, working towards it, and making it better. And that's everything I wanted to say. So, again, thank you again for watching the video. I hope this was informative. If you have any questions, leave a comment below, or if you see any bugs or things that you want to add to it,